Here in Milwaukee, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Milwaukee Brewers. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable as of late.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the mound today, Brandon Sproat. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
All right, ready to go here. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. And away we go here in Milwaukee.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hot for his pitch.
Comebacker to the mound. Slings the first in time. Here's the Guardians lineup now. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Kyle Manzardo.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. Just underway here in Milwaukee. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Out there to center. Mitchell under this one. Brings it in. And there's 2 down. Stepping up for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. Manzardo with a homer in his last game. That's the ball. Oh, great stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. We go to the bottom of the first. And towing the slab for the Cleveland Guardians, Joey Cantillo. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
The 0-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw to first in time. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. At the very bottom, hitting ninth, David Hamilton.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting in a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Jackson Chourio at the plate now. That's ball one. Cantillo, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. The lefty, the 1-0. And a foul ball.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and guys are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
Fastball is outside. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Man at first, 1 away.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Runner on the go. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Man at second. That one misses, and the count is 3-1.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. Chourio around third. He'll score, and the Brewers take the lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, the strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball straight to it. That's great work right there.
William Contreras up now for the Brewers. Entering this one second in the National League in hitting. Now a check on him at second. Back safely. This one drilled right center field. That one head for the fence and gone. His 19th home run of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
That one in the dirt. Ball 1. He swings and fouls one off. Next offering misses. Ball 3. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And that one off the inside edge. He walked him.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Now here is Sal Frelick. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 0-1.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
That one lifted to left. 2 away. Outside with a breaking ball. Bowers, the runner at first with 2 gone. That catches the zone for a strike, and the count is 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and that's the 3rd out. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. 1 inning in the books here. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here in Milwaukee, top of the 2nd. So the Milwaukee Brewers have firmly established themselves as top contenders around halfway through the season. This is what was expected of them, Singy, and they backed it up.
No doubt about it. These guys are rolling and in a great position so far, and they look like they're not going to be stopping anytime soon. Now they got to decide, are they going to go out and add some help before the deadline, or do they think they have enough to make a deep October run as is?
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Out of here. He sends one out the opposite way, and they're on the board. It's 3-1.
That's an incredible job of letting that breaking ball get deep, trusting your hands, and driving it out the other way. That's how you practice it in the cage. Incredible when you can translate it into the ball game.
Bo Naylor in the box now. No balls and a strike. Outside low. Ball 1.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Ripped to 3rd. Throws across the diamond. 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Been a real struggle on the mound early on, Singy.
Yeah, having a hard time finding that rhythm, and it's starting to look like a game where the bullpen could get a lot of work.
Right through there for a strike. Command has been the issue, no doubt. What are you seeing?
Well, it looks like he's fighting against himself instead of just working with himself and allowing his mechanics to flow. He's trying to overthrow it instead of allowing things to just sort of naturally develop.
That misses the zone. Ball 3. In the air, left field. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. Command has been the issue, no doubt. What do you see?
Just too many pitches in the heart of the zone. He's not commanding his pitches and working the edges up and down, in and out, and he's getting hit hard.
Hit hard, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Base hit, that was smoked through the infield. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Now here is Daniel Schneemann.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Now a pop-up on the infield. And that'll do it. Solo shot for the Guardians this inning. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back here at American Family Field, we head to the bottom of the second. Number 87 getting ready to hit.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
The 1-0. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Logan Allen, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. And 1-2. Stays alive.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Hamilton went deep in his most recent game. And the 1-0. Just missed. Popped in the air, left field, 2 away now. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Here comes Christian Yelich. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Fastball for a strike. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You're just going to hope that you can make contact.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Brewers strand 1 as the lead remains 3-1. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Ramirez with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The 0-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And in one hops the wall. It's a leadoff double to start the third.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the ball right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
There's a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Pitch is in there. And the count 1-2. Out towards right center field. Freeland should have this one. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out. And here is Kyle Mansardo.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Slinging it to first in time. And he's the home run leader on this team, Siggy. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Going to count 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. One left for the Guardians, and they still trail it here 3-1. Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Logan Allen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
3-4-5 due up for the home team. Bryce Turang digs in now. He doubled home a run at his first AB.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And that one hammered. Carrying run. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he's got a double.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a pull the other way.
One out. Runner at second. Now here's Jake Bowers. That one's in there. Strike 1. Man at second. And that one is downstairs. And it's 1-1. Close, but called the ball. And it's 2-1.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, Good pitches, but even better takes.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. One out, the runner at second here in the last half of the third.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. That one fouled off. His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Singy. Man on second, 2 down. That one missed. And he swings over the top there.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Back here in Milwaukee, new inning getting started. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. That one outside, and that's ball 1.
You know, his home run numbers in his last 10 games have been really good. He's been a difference maker in their lineup.
In the air, left field, and it's a foul ball. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. A dive. He's got it. Throw to first, and it beats him. What a play. Was an impressive diving stop. Singy, let's dive into the numbers. Statcast assemble.
Yeah, Berg, a really good effort just to get his glove to the ball. He found a way to do it and just produce a strong throw as well. So that right there is a
warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. A solo shot. 3rd home run of the season, and they cut into the deficit. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Arias in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. On the ground to the left. Jumps, throws, nicely done for the out. Stepping in, Chase DeLauder. Single to right in his first trip. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. Got him. Out number 3. This homer brings the Guardians a bit closer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here at American Family Field, bottom of the inning, Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers.
Ball out. Here.
Here's a 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Foul ball. There's a strike at the knees. Right side, Manzardo. He'll do it himself. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. Now the third baseman, David Hamilton. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. That is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, but they're up 3-2. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Daniel Schneemann.
You know, these Guardians doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
On the ground, right side. Bowers steps on the bag, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Pitch in the dirt, ball 1. The Brewers leading by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Right through there for a strike. Bounce to the left side. Hamilton fires to first on the run, and he beats the throw very close right there.
Well, you can tell he was sniffing that hit all the way. Great hustle getting down the line.
And up next for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. Just missed. And that one fouled off. He's in the top 10 for most stolen bases in baseball right now, Siggy. You can't ignore him when he gets on base. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. The 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Ramirez stands at first with 1 out. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 down. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Outside low. And that is ball 1. In the air, right field. Freeland on the move. And that's the 3rd out. Guardians strand a couple. They trail it 3-2. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Christian Yelich. Late swing, foul to the left. Oh, 1 now.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
Got him swinging. Tied him up on a fastball inside. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. This one in the air, center field. DeLauder coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. That's out number 2. This is Bryce Terang.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Sliced hard but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Check swing and he went. And the count is 0-2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Hit in the air, left field. And that will end the inning. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Bo Naylor, the next to hit. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
One, 2 now. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Ball. Outside.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So up next, Gabriel Arias. First pitch just misses. The Guardians with the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the sixth. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a ball drilled in the air to center. Mitchell has a beat on it. Makes the grab. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. That one off the mark, and 1-1. Jones leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Check swing, he went, and the count 1-2. Next offering upstairs.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
On the ground. Whips it to first on the run. In time. Got him. And that'll do it. Guardians lead 1. They're down 3-2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Shawn Armstrong.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
And here's the catcher, William Contreras. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Stretches out and hauls it in. That's in for a strike. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Eric Sabrowski, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. Herron also throwing. 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Goes down looking. Bowers wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball.
Well, that at seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. One and two now. Popped up. Arias in position. Takes it in for the out. Next for the Brewers, Sal Frelick. Two down, nobody on. Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance. Brewers go down. Back here in Milwaukee, top of inning number 7, Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Tap to first, but it kicks foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Oh, look at the stop. And they get the out. So digging in, Stephen Kwan.
Well, Boog, here's someone we've been hyping up. One of the hottest bats in the league. But today, nada, zip, zero.
Ball, that's outside.
On the ground, out to short. To first. It'll come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. The Guardians go down in order. And it's still a 3-2 ball game. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Eric Sabrowski.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake. That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
The 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kwan settles underneath it, and there's one away. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, David Hamilton. And he hits a ground ball right side. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. It's the Brewers 3 and the Guardians 2. Back here at American Family Field, stepping up for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. Abner Uribe will take over here.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. That's to third, and it's just foul. That was close. Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
The 1-2. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
In the air, right field. And there's one down. One out, man at first. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 3 in this one. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
The Brewers holding on to a one-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. Good eye right there.
That's a really good take.
Got him swinging.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss. Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
There's a strike. Manzardo off of first with 2 away. Pitch misses. 3 balls and a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that's a pretty significant 2-out walk as it moves the tying run up into scoring position. It's definitely not what you're looking for from your pitchers late in the ballgame.
And now the shortstop, Gabriel Arias. In there at the knees. And he'll challenge that called strike. Next pitch is downstairs. This blew it by him at 99.
That was straight queso right there.
Just missed. That one fouled hard the other way. And with 2 outs and the count full, the runners will be on the move. Got him swinging for the kill. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back. And now it'll be Christian Yelich.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. And what you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, Try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That is upstairs for ball one. And another ball.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Two. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
The 1-0. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. That one pushed foul. Comes a 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready.
So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Hunter Gaddis.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Next for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. Swing and a ball popped up. That is the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Back here in Milwaukee, stepping up for the Guardians, Chase DeLauder. Trevor McGill comes on trying to close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Just missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That's off the mark, and the count is 2-0. That one catches the corner for a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. Two down. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
That one in triple digits.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Here comes the 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through. The Brewers trying to close out a one-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Line, and that's a base hit.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Ramirez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And now the count is even.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And that's off the inside edge. They're now 3-1. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Payoff pitch. Chopped to the ground. Terang. Spin throw, that's gone. Drops it, but they're saying it was on the transfer.
It's getting late, dude. He's not really going to go over, is he? Every time we talk someone out, it's like the baseball gods tune in and laugh. Well, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. The 2-1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. McGill is just 1 strike away. Got it! And that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
3-2 the final score. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Milwaukee Brewers. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill today, Shane Drowan. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Stephen Kwan, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the...
Oh, great stop. The feed for one and two. What a play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play, and it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
You're always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Out of here. Home run number 15 on the year. The Guardians strike first. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like he was going to bend foul. He was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely. He gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
So 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gabriel Arias. And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that extends the inning. Here's the 0-2. On the ground, Ortiz. That ends the inning. Cleveland with a pair on this blast. On to the bottom of the first. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. Back here at American Family Field. And on the mound for Cleveland in this one, Slade Ciccone. What do we need to know here about the right-hander? Christian Yelich up now for the Brewers. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Got him looking. Now one away. Yelich thought that one missed, and here comes the challenge. So the call will stand. One challenge remaining for them now. And another ball. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. And that's ball four.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So, man aboard. This is Bryce Terang.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Just missed.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. Man at second. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Here's a 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
First offering way inside, almost got him. Runner at second, 2 down here in the second game of the series. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He's got it. That is the inning. Milwaukee leaves one, and they're down 2-0. Top of the second, stepping up for the Guardians, Travis Bazzana. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Out of here. He wastes no time on this one, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. And that's a base hit. So up next, Daniel Schneemann. Foul ball there. Naylor on at first. Nobody out. Out towards right center field. Perkins should have this one. And there's one down. Runner on the go. And first offering is fouled off. Late swing, foul to the left. Man at first, one away. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone. Runners at the corners here, one away. Jose Ramirez will hit next. Runners are at the corners, one away. In the dirt, blocked. But no advance from the runners. Ripped into left center for a base hit. In to score from third. It's an RBI single. It's 4-zip.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Still only one out here in the inning.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The 1-2. Oh, and this one gets away. To second. Ramirez up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Mansardo. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and really break this thing wide open early.
Sliced hard but foul. What a stop. Over to first. And they get the out. Down to the bottom of the second. Guardians 4 and the Brewers nothing. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the second. Jake Bauers up now for the Brewers.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Boog, Rusty Valentine umpiring behind the plate in this one. He has what you might call a tall strike zone, both at the letters and down below the knees.
Yeah, and I'm sure that helps a lot of pitchers we see today who like to work up, down, trying to change eye levels and swing paths.
Yep.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Ciccone, a guy with a reputation for being a strike thrower. Most of his outings, the walk totals will be low and the balls will be in play, Chris.
Now, what I really like about him, he just goes out there and he wants to compete. I mean, he goes after the hitters and he trusts his stuff. So when he's got to work in, this guy's going to induce a lot of soft contact.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game. 1 out, man at first. Blake Perkins now at the plate. In the air to left center. Kwan on his way over. 2 down. But the data certainly tells us that this method is less effective in today's game than in previous eras. One of the things as well that we've seen is that with launch angle type swings, that slight uppercut The pitch that's really dying out is the sinker. That two-seam fastball really moves right into the same path as that uppercut type swing. It is not a good match for the launch angle swing. Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Next for Milwaukee, Joey Ortiz.
Yeah, and if you're going to have an effective sinker, you've got to be able to throw a good four-seam fastball at the bottom of the zone. And to your point, because of the launch angle, at some point or another, that ball is going to be lifted up and out of the ballpark.
First and second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Fought off foul. The 1-2. On a line. Base hit into center field. Fires it to the plate. Slides his hand in there. Save. They're on the board. 4-1.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. That is the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 4-1. On to the 3rd inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. And a foul ball. Arias, 26 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Check swing called strike. That's strike 2. On the ground to 3rd, and that chance handled. Throws to 1st in time. And there's the strike. Just missed.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that deep.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. 1 down. Travis Bazzana digs in for the Guardians. Up the middle, dive, and he's got it. Flips it from the ground. That's 1. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Schneemann on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. 1-1 now. This one ripped, but foul to the right. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
In the dirt, and now 3-2. Inside, and that's ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Man at first with 1 gone. And here is Andrew Vaughn. He's 0 for 1. On the ground, 2 ball. Slings to first in time. And he swings through that one. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Kwan gets under it, and that is the inning. Brewers strand 1, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back here at American Family Field. Start of the 4th. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. The 1-0. Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the bullpen. Shane Drolich out of the game, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. On the mound now, Chad Patrick.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Naylor gets his lead at first with nobody out. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him. Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stephen Kwan getting ready to hit. He's 2 for 2. And that one hit to first, and it goes just foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
on the ground. And that one handled. That's the third out. Inning over. One left for the Guardians, but they lead it 4-1. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the fourth, Gary Sanchez up now for the Brewers.
Well, these Brewers just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
The 0-2. That one ripped right center field. That's back. And gone! Gary Sanchez goes the opposite way. Home run number 15 on the year. And they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Late on that fastball. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Ground ball to the right side. Rocchio on to first. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Now it's the shortstop. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Next offering upstairs.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
There's a line drive to left field. Takes it in for the out. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball two. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
And a big swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Outside low. Full count now. Draws the walk there.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Yelly stepping into the box now.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
This one in the air, right field. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. But the Brewers add one with a solo shot. We played four. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. We go to the top of the fifth. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. Now the 0-1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Hit hard, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. He's already homered in this game.
Nope, that's away.
There's a line drive to left field. Brings it in.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
In the air, left field. And there's 2 away. Here's Brian Rocchio, 1 for 2. Hoskins off of first with 2 away. Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first, and that'll do it. Guardians lead 1 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Number 63, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Herron getting cranked up as well. And that one is lifted in the air. Bazana on the move to the gap. And a quick out, number 1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Fouled off. He was late. The Brewers down by a pair. Last half of inning number 5. That one missed. And there's a ball. Line drive. Fair ball. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
1 out, runner at second. Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers. Man at second. Line drive, leaps, and he's got it.
Sweet grab right there. That's the DRS for you, buddy. Defensive run save. Very athletic. Really good reactions. Nice job of saving that run.
Up the middle, Arias. On the run, throw to first. And very nicely done for the out. Milwaukee leaves one. They trail it here, 4-2. Back here at American Family Field. Close game here and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Stepping in, Travis Bazzana. And it's through for a hit. And a man aboard.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Naylor, 26 years old, and he was born in Canada. There goes the runner. Swing and a bouncer. In time to ball. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. So now with one away and a man at second, Daniel Schneemann digs in now on the corner for a strike. Oh, and 2 now. Got him swinging. Fouled off left side. Singy, he boasts a batting average at the moment that ranks in the top 5 in the league. Late with the swing there. On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Guardians 4 and the Brewers 2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 63.
And he's had a struggle so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Sanchez in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Hunter Gaddis preparing to come on if needed. Festa also getting ready. And if you're in the opposing dugout, that's a sigh of relief. He's been a nightmare at the plate. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Blake Perkins. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Fastball for a strike. And it remains 2-2. The Guardians leading by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch inside, and that's ball 3. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. Here's the strike, 95 of that one.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know at the very
runner takes off, strike in there. Saves at second, and that was not close. Rusty Valentine rings him up.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Late swing, fouled off. Perkins on at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Pickoff throw. Perkins dives back in safely. Runner at second, 2 down. Hammered on the line, base hit. Runner around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Number 63 won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute. Tim Herron gets handed the rock out of the pen.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. He's in the top 10 for most stolen bases in baseball right now, Siggy. You can't ignore him when he gets on base. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So top of inning number 7, stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Manzardo, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
To a count, you really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
The wind to kick the 2-0.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. It's 2-2. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Stays alive. The 2-2. On the ground, right side. Terang. Whips it to first. And that's the third out. Nothing doing for the Guardians there, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the 7th, Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. Runner on the go. There's a ball. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Here's a 1-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
So the tying run at second. That one misses. Ball 3.
I just feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Andrew Vaughn up next for the Brewers. Swing and a high fly ball left field. 1 away. Andrew Vaughn now. 0 for 3 in this one. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly, and in fact, it could change the course of this game dramatically.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Tying run at second base. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Batter challenges in a very big spot, and it was a strike. The call will stand. So they're now out of challenges. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. That one missed. And it's second. And he walked it.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Pitch misses, and that is ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
2 on, 1 out. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one misses. Ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. You leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2-1. This one in the air, center field. Schneemann settles underneath it. And there are 2 down. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tim Herron. Matt Vesta on the pitch out of the pen here.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than one hit per inning pitch so far this season.
2 outs, runners at first and second. Gary Sanchez up now for the Brewers.
He's been an absolute hitting machine, Boo. The hype is real. Major contributor for this team.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Next pitch misses. Ball 1. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Next pitch misses way outside. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Got him swinging for the K. Inning over. That's a crucial. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Aaron Ashby.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Liner, caught it second.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Here's the second baseman, Brian Rocchio. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Ball 1 there.
Right, doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Swing and a bouncer towards third. In time to Vaughn. Awesome play there. Now it's the right fielder, Travis Bazzana. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
And that skips into dirt. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 8th. This to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. That misses. And it's 2-0.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Way out front for strike 2. And that is downstairs. And the count's full. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. 1 left for the Guardians. And it remains a 4-3 game. Back here at American Family Field. On to the bottom of the 8th. Blake Perkins now at the plate. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a foul out of play. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it bangs off the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Line drive, base hit. Throw comes in quickly, and the tying run forced to hold on at third with one away.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Now they've got to find a way to get the job done. Tying run at third, less than 2. This is a huge at bat coming up.
Here comes Christian Yelich. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-1. Hit in the air out to center field. Schneemann drifts towards it, brings it in. Runner tagging from third. Runner from third in to score. Tie game here in the 8th. That one not close. And that's ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Hunter Gaddis getting loose out there. Armstrong warming up as well. Tied at 4. This ball's chopped on the ground. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, he did all he could at short to try to make an amazing play and almost got it done, but good hustle down the line, and that's an earned infield hit.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Matt Vesta done for the night, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Hunter Gaddis.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
So digging in, Bryce Terang.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great putting under pressure this year.
That one is downstairs. Ball 1. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that will end the inning. But they're able to even it up here in the late innings. 9th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Back here in Milwaukee, stepping up for the Guardians, Daniel Schneemann. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. And the slider just misses.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with the pickoff artist on the mound.
Next offered in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's one, drops it, but they're saying it was on the transfer. Go ahead run on base. Here's Jose Ramirez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Over to Terang. One, double play. And that sends us to the bottom of the 9th. We are tied.
That batter to hit it exactly where he wanted. That textbook 6-4-3 double play gets out of the jam and back in the dugout.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, number 28. Right through there for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Cade Smith, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. 4-4 in the ninth. And that is out of play. The 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
That's in there. Strike one. All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9. And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Sanchez trying to send this to extra innings. And a foul ball.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. That's the third out, and we'll play. So they turn to their closer, Trevor McGill.
Well, good luck.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Rhys Hoskins digs in for the Guardians. He's been a great free agent sign. And that one ripped to left. He dives, but he can't make the catch. As the go-ahead runner pulls up at third. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical. You want to make sure you don't waste him. They don't score this inning, and there'll be some second guessing for sure.
The Guardians with the go-ahead run at third, and here in extra innings.
Right through there for a strike. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Out towards right center field. He's got it. Runner tags from third. Here comes the throw. Not in time. He beat it, and they've got the lead.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Arias in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The 0-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Now he breaks his back. The flip.
You gotta love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between a first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
Rocchio in the box now, takes strike one. And that one fouled off.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Traffic on the bases with one already in here in extra innings. Hit hard with foul off to the left. that one in triple digits. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Perkins settles under it, and that is that. Welcome back, and here, well, one-run game. Here's the center fielder, Blake Perkins.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
In this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up the middle or to right field.
Now a move being made at second base. Here's the Brewers pinch runner, David Hamilton, getting some more speed on the bases. And the 0-1. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Now, Blue, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Swings through that one for strike one. The other way, and foul ball. One out, the runner at second, and the home team trying to pull it out. Not close with that one. Ball one. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Just one out remaining for the Brewers. Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Trying to deliver as the hero. And fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Ground ball up the middle. Rocchio. Throw to first, ball game, and the Guardians even this series up at a game apiece.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A 1-run extra inning win. Here in Milwaukee, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Milwaukee Brewers. Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the mound now, Jacob Misiorowski. What's the word on him?
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
Ready to go now, Nolan Jones digs in for the Guardians. And away we go this afternoon. There's a line drive to left field. And he makes the catch. One away. Here's the Guardians lineup now. It features one of the sport's true superstars, Jose Ramirez.
Simply put, Boog, I mean, one of the elite players in the game, arguably the best player in the game, just an absolute unbelievable talent. Always so much fun to watch him go out there and do his thing. Sit back and enjoy the show, and hopefully he's able to do something special in this one.
That one fouled off. And now the 0-1. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back. Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Takes it in for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Jose Ramirez. That one misses, and that's ball 1. High fly ball, right field. And that is that. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And towing the slab for the Cleveland Guardians, Tanner Bybee. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy. The 1-1. And there's a ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Jackson Chourio now at the plate. 2 for 7 in the series so far. Yelich gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that one fouled off. This one in the air, right field. Going back. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. On the ground to first. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's sick.
You've got to love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between a first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. First and second, no outs here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Strike two.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way.
Oh, this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Nice line drive to the full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
William Contreras in the box now, takes strike one. In the air, center field. DeLauder in position, brings it in. Runner tags from third, and they'll score first. It's 1-0.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe two.
2 on, 1 out. Oh, he can't hang on. Still manages a throw, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers. 0 for 4 in the loss yesterday. Fought off foul. Two on, 2 outs. In the air to left center. DeLauder moving under it. And the inning is over. Back here at American Family Field. All set for the start of the inning. So the Milwaukee Brewers have firmly established themselves as top contenders around halfway through the season. This is what was expected of them, Singy, and they backed it up.
No doubt about it. These guys are rolling and in a great position so far, and they look like they're not going to be stopping anytime soon. Now they got to decide, are they going to go out and add some help before the deadline, or do they think they have enough to make a deep October run as is?
That one drilled left field. That's got a chance. And that one is out of here. His 16th homer of the year. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Swings through that one for strike one. That clips the zone. 0-2. Mizorowski in his second season. 23 years old. And he was selected for the All-Star game last year. That one to first, and that chance handled. The flip to the pitcher covering, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Just missed. That's in for a strike.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 2. On the ground to short. Slings to first in time. 2 down, base is empty. Bo Naylor at the plate now. Tied up here in the early going. The next offering misses. And now it's even 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Mitchell under it. And that is that. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. Now to the back here in Milwaukee, bottom half of inning number 2. Blake Perkins up now for the Brewers. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And down on strikes. And there's one down.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
The 1-0. The shortstop takes the ball. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. 2 down. Next for Milwaukee, Joey Ortiz. 3 hits and a loss last night. Very high with that one. And it's 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
2 down, nobody on. And that's ball 4.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Misses again, 5 in a row.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
The 1-1. Fouled off. He was late. Ortiz off of first with 2 away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. We played 2 full. All tied 1-1. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. That one in triple digits. On the ground, Vaughn fires over to first, and 1 away in the top of the 3rd.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Got him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there,
Guardians go down in order. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Out towards right center field. And there's 1 down. Hit on the ground to short. Dives and he can't hang on. And he'll just eat it. So that's an infield knock.
That's back-to-back singles for him. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
1 down. Next for the Brewers, William Contreras. And there's a strike. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. To second, but way too late. Safe there. That's outside. And the count 1-2. One out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. DeLauder makes the grab on the run. Now a relay to second. Safe at second, and he gets back in. That one's in there. That's strike one. In the air to left center. And that's the inning. With 3 complete. Start of the fourth. Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. That one at triple digits. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
That clips the corner. All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. That one misses. 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And there's ball 4. Challenge from behind the dish here. And a swing and a miss. Beating with a fastball.
Well, you talk about a pitch coming in on a frozen rope. The challenges of catching up to 100 miles an hour or above is just tremendous. You see it, at least you think you do, but by the time you swing, it's in the catcher's mitt.
Manzardo now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. Guardians fail to score. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Well, these Brewers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Goes down looking, and he'll challenge that called strike. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that one is in the dirt. And it's a full count. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And the batter will be the shortstop. Outside low, ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Foul ball there. This one in the air. Manzardo settles under this one. And that is that. Fifth inning coming up. Back here at American Family Field. Well, Singy, we opened the show talking about just how dominant these aces have been. And today, we've seen another solid performance from both of them.
Yeah, Boog, that consistency is what makes great pitchers. Every time out, you know you're getting an elite effort.
Go ahead run on base. Here's Brian Rocchio. And a swing and a miss there. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a bouncer, but it kicks foul. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Not the start to this inning he was hoping for on the mound. Now he's going to have to really dial it up against the bottom part of this lineup to get out of this jam.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
High fly ball down the left field line. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Got it, swinging, it's a strikeout. And that is a big first out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
DeLauder, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. He's got it. Struck out swinging his first time. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. First and second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the fifth. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Stays alive. Got him swinging for the kill. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the inning, Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers.
Well, these Brewers looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Manzardo takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter. And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
This one trailing right center field. That one heading for the fence and down. Christian Yelich leaves the yard. His 16th homer of the year, and they take the lead. It's 2-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
At the plate, Jackson Chourio. This one in the air right field. Snags it on the run. 2 down. That one lifted to left. Kwan going back on this one. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. But the Brewers add one with a solo shot. 5 innings complete. This is Brewers back here at American Family Field. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Nolan Jones getting ready to hit. And that one clips the corner. Late swing, foul to the left. The 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
The Brewers up by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. On the ground right side. He steps on the bag. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. In the dirt, and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here.
You see how he stays square to the plate. He takes a breaking ball that's away, gets around it, gets it up in the air, and hits a long home run. Not exactly the way that you teach.
In time to Vaughn. That's the inning. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball. Back here in Milwaukee, well, we go bottom 6. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. Out towards right center field. It falls in, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Tanner Bybee will depart. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Movement in the bullpen. Hunter Gaddis appears to be getting loose. Festa also getting ripped. And it's second.
That's a really good take.
Oh, great stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
It's such a great feeling when a team can rely on their shortstop to make a play like that. It builds up confidence for everyone on his team. It might even inspire a few more web gems before the game is over.
Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers. And that is out of play. Go-ahead run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a pop-up. Out number 2. Two down. Go ahead run in scoring position.
struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job of this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
High fly ball out to left field. Kwan on the move to the alley. He's got it, and that ends the inning. Milwaukee leaves one. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. We go to the top of the seventh. Now it's the Guardians DH, Rhys Hoskins.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing. You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
One up, one down. And a foul ball.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
What a stop. Throw to first. In time. Got it. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. Score remains 2-2. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Hunter Gaddis.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
That one fouled off. The 1-1. Swinging a drive. This one is crushed. Ball down about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. And they jump in front in the seventh. It's 3-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Here, the bottom of the seventh. Next pitch inside. It's 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hit on the ground to short. And one away in the bottom of the seventh. So back to the top of the order. Christian Yelich digs in now.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first, heading for two. In safely, It's a double and his second hit.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And it's second. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 down. This is Bryce Terang. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
So I'm impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the bat expands.
Runner at second, 2 down. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Good job to fight that one off. And on second, 2 down. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Now a pop-up on the infield. Ramirez under it. Brings it in. And that is that. But the Brewers have won with a solo shot. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. Back here at American Family Field, stepping up for the Guardians, Chase DeLauder.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
There's the strike. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one. In there at the knees, that's strike 1. The Brewers holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. Chopped in the ground. On to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Now here's Nolan Jones. 0 for 3 in this one. In the air, left field. And that'll do it. So they go quietly there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Brewers 3 and the Guardians. Now on the bump, Matt Festa.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season. Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter, a way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Swings and misses, went with the sweeper. Vesta, 33 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2016. Got him. Now 1 away.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
In the air, left side, and there's 2 away. Andrew Vaughn will hit next. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Number 63 up and throwing. Sabrowski, a lefty, warming up as well. swings over the top of that one. Fouls one off. 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here in Milwaukee, stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. That one ripped, but foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a count 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. He's on the verge of a milestone. His next home run will be the 300th of his career. Ripped on the ground to second. Terang over to first in time. And the Guardians with 1 out left.
Amazing to think that Cobb held the career hits record for almost 60 years, Boo. That shows you just how amazing it is that he's about to match the Georgia Peach.
2 down, nobody on. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied.
Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Really good.
Here comes the manager. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Chopped out towards short. Bounces into the outfield for a base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for him.
Hard hit left side. Rolls across the diamond, and that is that. But this clutch home run gets us even again. Bottom of the 9th inning, and this one is tied, coming right down to the wire. And now the right fielder, number 16. On the ground, out to short. To first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Ball 1, no strikes. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. Late swing, fouled off. All tied up here, the last half of inning number 9. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Got him swinging. Here comes a skipper. New pitcher on here, number 63.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with 3 passes this year.
Ortiz stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. That one backed up the middle, and it gets through. This one in the air, center field. And that will end the inning. Brewers strand 1. On to extra innings. Stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor. That one catches the zone, and the count is 1-1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Man at second. And that's a strikeout looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location could be a foul.
Stretches out and hauls it in. Now it's the shortstop, Gabriel Arias. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. Dives and kicks it out the infield. On the money, nice play. Back here at American Family Field. On to the bottom of the 10th. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with one away. Now a pitch out to defend against the squeeze, but nothing going on. And the 1-0. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Brewers walk it off in extra innings.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment.
And the final score here.